Good morning. It's early morning for me. I'm ready to work out with you guys. We're going to do a mat workout with some 3-pound hand weights. So join me down here on the floor. We got the knees bent. Heels are pretty decent distance away from your glutes. And we're going to start off with getting a little bit of shoulder mobility. So we're going to bring the arms straight up towards the ceiling. You can see my palms are facing each other. And we're just working on being able to lift those shoulder blades up off the mat. Notice my head stays down, and then flatten the shoulder blades back down. So this is called protraction, this rounding, and this is called retraction, this flattening of the shoulder blades down. And you might notice that this is a little bit difficult to do without bringing your head into it. So just try to relax those neck muscles. And let's see if we can coordinate some breathing here. So we're going to inhale, reach those fingertips up. Exhale, press those shoulder blades back. So it's a rounding forward with your inhale, and then an exhale, pressing back. So let's see if we can start to get a little bit more movement here. And as you press back, think about squeezing those shoulder blades together behind your back. And you'll notice that my hands don't open apart from each other very much. A lot of times when I say to squeeze, people's arms go out like this. So see if you can keep them pretty close. They might widen just a little bit, but they don't really want to go way wide. Gives you a chance to check out and see if there's any crunchies in there. Sometimes there are. Yeah, watch also getting up into the upper trap. So if your shoulders are coming close to your ears, keep pushing them down and use those armpit muscles. Okay, we're all warmed up there. Now let's start to make some scissors with the arms. So I'm flattening those shoulders back against the mat. Think about a little bit of length through the back of your neck. And I'm going to take my right arm up, my left arm down. And then I'm exhaling, bringing it back to the center. So it's an inhale, we're going the opposite direction now, and then exhale, bring it back. So what's challenging about this, especially if those weights are 3 or above, is trying to keep the rib cage knitted down. So what do I mean by that? Well, as you bring the hand weights over your head, what you might have a tendency to do is pop up like that, and we want to try to push that bottom rib down onto the mat. So work on this, keeping the rib cage heavy. Inhale, exhale as they go apart. Inhale as they come back to center, exhale as they go apart. So you're using your abdominals to press the bottom of your rib cage just gently, you're not forcing it, just gently down into the mat. And so that activates more abdominal muscles. Should feel kind of nice. It's like you're discovering more things down the line there. Okay, let's do one more each side. Shh, and bring it back, and shh, and bring it back. Good. All right, we're going to start to make some circles now, and I think I need to scooch away from the wall a little bit. So clear your airspace. A lot of times people have a water bottle right next to them, so you might want to move your water bottle if you do. We're going to go up overhead, out to the side, and down. And the whole time we're doing this, we're working on both of those things, keeping the shoulder blades flat against the mat and also keeping the rib cage attached. So it's harder than it sounds. Yep, I got a few little crunchies in my shoulders, but giving those shoulders this range of motion and actually even using hand weights can help repair any of that lack of mobility that you might have in there. So, motion is the lotion. We're going to go back the other way now. Reverse your circle, go around, keeping those shoulder blades anchored to the mat. Down, out, and around. Nice. We got 2 more here. And 1. Beautiful. All right, take a little break. Let those arms just rest at your sides. Let's get back over onto my mat. And from here, let's start to work those abdominals a little bit differently. So we're gonna go arms straight up in the air and scoop that pelvis into your imprint. So we're working those lower abs. We're gonna bring your right knee up to tabletop, your left knee up to tabletop. So the low back is sealed to the mat. That's the key on this exercise. We're just really pushing the top of your pants down, your low back, and also keeping that rib cage anchored down. So now from here, we're gonna reach our right arm up overhead, and then our left leg is gonna reach out. Hold it here, feel that? I'm getting a little shake. I'm gonna bring it back. If you wanna get rid of the weights, you certainly can. Left arm goes up overhead, and our right leg reaches away. So we're squeezing down into those abdominals. Isn't that hold just glorious? Bring it back in. Let's go right arm again, left leg reaches out. I'm activating my glute, reaching all the way through my quad, my calf, pointing that toe. I'm kind of getting on my girls in class about having lazy legs. This is a lazy leg. That's an extended leg. Using a lot more muscles when you're activating it that long. Alternate it. Love that pause. And exhale. 4. Back to center. And 3. And back to center. And 2. The secret about Pilates is that slow, painful, make it work, period there. Woo, good job. All right, let those feet go back to the floor. We'll let the arms come back down to the floor. Okay, from here, we're gonna get into a little bit of the upper abdominal work. So I'm opening my feet just a bit, and then I'm bringing my weights together, kind of clicking them together. Hands go right at this 45-degree angle, maybe 30. We're gonna tuck the chin and come on up, reaching those hands towards your knees. Now on this, it's easy to flip into the imprint here, but I'm going to challenge you to see if you can stay in a neutral pelvis. So instead of your tailbone being lifted off, really anchor that tailbone down into the mat. So little pulses, watch the neck, try not to get any tension in the neck. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hang in, 2, and 1. Oh, bring it back. Good, from here we're gonna go overhead and we're gonna make smooth curls up and back down. Let's go up for 6 and back down. And 4. 2, and on the final one, we're gonna hold it here, as we usually do, have a finale at the end, pulse it out, 6, and 5, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it back. Good. Okay, from here, we're gonna get a little oblique work. So I'm gonna let my left hand stay down by my side, rolling that shoulder blade back to the mat. I'm gonna take my knees into tabletop position, and my right arm is gonna come off here at an angle, about a 45-degree angle. Gonna go ahead and hug those knees and ankles together, and I'm coming up to a curl, taking this right arm across my left thigh. Now I'm staying down on my right glute, so I'm not leaning over to the side. And I'm also trying to get both shoulders up off the mat. So all of those things together make a glorious curl here. So it's an exhale on the up and an inhale on the down. We got 4, and 3, last 2, final one. We're gonna hold it here, of course, and pulse it out for 6, 5, bonus points to extend that right leg, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, good job. Let's go to the other side. So left arm comes up at an angle, right palm is down on the mat. And we're coming up, crossing over, trying to get both shoulder blades up off the mat, but notice how my left hip doesn't roll. We're gonna keep that down, nice and happy. That's it, we got 5, and 4, 2. Shh. And you know we got that finale. And pulse it out for 6. And I'm gonna extend my left leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good job. Let's take a little break. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock it out a little bit side to side. Oh, that feels great. Feels wonderful. Okay, we got 2 more big ones now. We're gonna take those weights and kind of click them together, wrapping your fingers together, and then very carefully bring those hands just right above your head. So don't smack yourself with those weights. From here, we're gonna come up into the curl, and we're going into a bicycle. So we have that added weight at the top of our head challenging us. Let's go for 10, 9. Notice my shoulder blades are up off the mat the whole time. 6 and 5, 4, reach it long. We got 3, and 1, and bring it back. Oh, I feel a little tightness right here in the upper rib cage, those upper abs. So good. Okay, next one is my favorite. We're going into the scissors. Some of you are like, I know what that is. So we're gonna start off with our legs straight up, our arms are straight out, and we come on up to our curl. So we're gonna drop that right leg, and this is where we're gonna curl up and bring those hand weights together. Good, now we pulse it, 2 and 1, and switch open. And then we pulse it, 1, and switch. So we're only coming up with our left leg to start with. Shh. Pulling that TA in. We have 3, and 2, and 1. Switch here now. So we've got our hands behind the right leg, and we open with the left going up, and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, hug both knees into the chest. We're gonna roll it back down. Awesome. Okay, want to do just a little stretch to wrap you up here. So one of the greatest ways to stretch those abdominals is to come on up into that cobra pose. Oh, feeling that. Remember to drop those shoulders away from your ears. Oh, let me show you another little bonus trick here. If you take one hand, so I'm going to take my right hand down by my hip, and I push up, and then I rotate. Get those obliques. So I'm stretching my left side right now, the opposite side that I'm turning from, and then I'll go the other way. You got me. First thing in the morning, hair still wet, haven't even had my coffee yet, but I'm so glad you joined me. Maybe you're in the same position, so glad we could do it together. Thanks, guys.